What a warm day that we've had in store. For the most part, it's been pretty warm over the last few days. Weather impact meteorologist Gary Frank with an update as we talk about the warmth that has been with us throughout the day. We still got to 94 today. Our average is 79. This is the first day that we've seen our averages in the 70s. That's why today is so much above average, and still how sticky it is this evening as we continue to track rainfall. Now 94 today recorded. That was a top 5 warm day throughout the St. Louis area, 5th warmest on record in St. Louis. So that was not a record. It wasn't far off. 97, another record. So that's what we looked at today. Now our temperatures, like I mentioned, still in the mid 80s. It is sticky outside of the city, a little cooler, but not by much. This is the big story. Even at night, we're still dealing with temperatures that are in the mid 90s ahead of this front. That's how dynamic this system is ahead of what we're finally going to see, some rain that feeds in. You'll notice the big difference between Springfield and Tulsa, even just a few miles away. Now that warm air feeding into this front and starting to surge some pretty good moisture in, and I think that's why we're going to see this really pick up overnight. We have kind of seen rain work its way around that warmer air, and we've seen that for the last, 12 to 24 hours. There hasn't been much rain in our area. There have been a few spots in the bi-state that got some pretty decent rain, but it was brief. And what I'm expecting overnight is this to start to fill in. You'll notice how this is settling in from pretty much Topeka all the way to Emporia, and you'll watch how this rain kind of settles into 70, and that's how I think we're going to see things feed in here over the next especially several hours. So watch this over the night because I don't think there's much going on until about 1 or 2 in the morning, and that's when rain starts to work its way from Gasconade County into Herman. Well, I don't think this is severe. This is our widespread soaking rain we're in so desperate need of as we look at all these, not only greens, but yellows, oranges, and reds, some downpours. This is where we're going to see some of those soaking heavy rains that locally amounts to over an inch in many cases. By 6 o'clock in the morning, it may taper off for some. There may be a dwindling area for a few more showers or a brief thunderstorm. And then I think it really tapers off by mid-morning as it starts to dry out. But I'll tell you what, it is going to be a nice soaking rain. So let's focus on the overnight hours because I think into the next several hours, we'll see a slight chance go up after midnight. But those opportunities really ramp up after 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's why we're going to continue to see that rain. So as we see that one push through and then the other one, then I think the rest of Sunday is actually pretty dry. Let's fast forward through all the way about 1 or 2, 3 o'clock, maybe a few showers around. But I think tomorrow, large in part, once that rain is out of here by 9 or 10 o'clock, there's very little opportunity for rain the rest of the day as we work our way in the low to mid 80s. Sunday actually works out to be an all right day as we get some rain in the morning and then clears out the rest of the day. So we'll focus on a time frame, especially in the morning, not as much in the afternoon, but it's not out of the question. So that's going to be key for us. As we look out the rest of Sunday, notice that we're going to start to see a few more showers settle in by Monday. And I think the better opportunity is south of 44, really south of 70, because I think that we'll still see some rain that works its way off to the northeast. But most of it will be south of 70, the higher amounts for that part of the day. It will still be much cooler. And you'll notice how overall we're going to get a widespread soaking rain. I showed this a couple of days ago, and it wasn't all that impressive in terms of spotty rain chances or spotty totals. And you'll notice there are a lot less of those and more of those half-inch to 1 inch, maybe even 2-inch totals. We are going to see some locally heavier amounts. This is the rain we've been looking for. And while it may not quench the drought for everybody, this is a good start. I think there will be spots that get over 2 inches of rain by Tuesday morning. That is very good news for a lot of us here in terms of the next few days. It will definitely be much cooler. We'll start off with some rain and temps in the mid 80s, but notice with showers on Monday, it's only 75. It's a cool day, and then we'll dry out as we would expect. We're in the mid to upper 70s, right around 80 degrees. And then it's a little cooler by next Saturday. We're going to start to feel a little more like fall here, but that rain is going to be really good news as we have another dry week ahead, and we're really going to enjoy that. We'll continue to track that for you the rest of the evening and tomorrow morning as well.